In an article published by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, behavioral disorders can be defined as a pattern of disruptive behaviors in children that last for at least 6 months and cause problems in school, at home, and in social situations. In the case study with Billy Stark, behavioral disorders are the main topic. Billy Stark is a middle school student who recently transferred schools and displays anger issues and behavioral disorders. The school, not knowing what to do with such a problem student and have heard rumors about him, decided that they would take action and try and head off the situation. Billy not only disrupted class, but he also made teachers visibly uncomfortable, and even his own father did not know how to handle the situation. Since his mother recently left him and his dad, Billy decided to take up substance abuses and decided to start causing issues in school and at home. His dad, not understanding what to do, spoke to the principal of the new school that Billy was transferring to in order to try and find ways to help his son. Billy's home life issues were the main contributor to his school and social setting issues, which is why he also did not get along with other students and was very far behind in school. Being a middle schooler, he barely had a primary school math level and had a 3rd or 4th grade reading level due to his lack of paying attention in school and how much him and his father had moved around. Due to this, the school decided that they would try and give him a teacher that he could relate with and that could help him into alleviating his anger and making him feel more understood. The teacher at hand was very resilient when dealing with Billy and tried his best to make the class feel comfortable around him and his outbursts. Also, the school decided that since Billy had a behavioral disorder, they would spend half of his time in a regular classroom and half of his time in a special education classroom, so that way they could accommodate for his issues. With that being said, the special education teacher took time out of her own hands in order to prepare for Billy and to give him personalized lessons to make him feel more comfortable and so that he could actually learn. Although these efforts really weren't received well by Billy because he still was facing a lot of his own inner demons, free time was given to him as a reward, time on the computer, and things like that in order to help Billy feel more comfortable at school and in order to help him learn more at his own pace. But Billy, having his behavioral disorder and having his outbursts, he did not receive these well. He would call the computers lame and things such as that. And so that way he didn't allow for teachers and the school community to really break through to him. The principal of the school even specifically spoke to Billy's dad, Mr. Stark, in order to try and figure out ways that they could get through to Billy and figure out ways that his home life could connect back in order to make it a really full circle attempt to try and break Billy of his outbursts and his cycle, and in order to really just help him in becoming better with his behavioral disorder. Although the school did really invest a lot of time and energy and resources into Billy, him and his dad did end up moving away. And so no real outcome came of his behavioral disorder. He did not get better. And the school really tried to keep up with Billy after he left. He did end up in a juvenile detention center due to his behavior. It is also believed that he might have ended up in the detention center due to drug abuse because he was known for smoking and doing drugs in the bathroom, sometimes even perceived to do it before school and after school, because drugs were seen as his relief to what was believed all the issues going on in his head and his behavioral disorder. So the outcome of this situation was not positive. Billy did not receive the help that he should have, although the school's valiant efforts were valiant and they really did try to help Billy and to better him and to break through to him so that way he could get better, he could learn. Unfortunately, this did not work out too well for him because his dad moved him to another school in another area. And all this information does come from Renee Campoy in her Becoming a Reflective Teacher case study. So the academic case study on Billy Stark really does show behavioral disorders and how they can impact not only the student but the whole community of the school and the family, and how although not all schools have the resources to head off a situation such as this, we really should be trying in ways like that to help kids with behavioral disorders and to help them get better and to help them really learn at a personalized level if at all possible. Thank you.